having short lives. So I'ma ride, give me 5 on the black side. Niggas collide, that's why the strap's on the backside. Waiting for niggas act a fool with the wrong guy. Safe to assume it's probably gon' be a long night. I like my bitches topless and them thongs ride. Do it all night, even though they head tied. It ain't a fair fight, somebody gotta do it. I treat them like a sprinkler, run right through it. And then I'm back to getting money by any means. Keep my eyes on my money, fuck my enemies. I'm from the jungle where the lions be top dog. Chop raw, string dog with the cotton ball. Cock hammer, spray bammers from the sunroof. Just cause you in the gym, that don't make you gun-proof. My gun shoot at any nigga tryna take mine. Give me your keys, wallet, phone, and your fake shine. I'm on my grizzle while you niggas on break time. I'm killing 2 and 3 niggas at the same time. Put you on dateline, running cross state line. I take a blunt to the face, then I spray rhymes. Fuck the feds and them petty ass state crimes. I'm blowing trees overseas where you can't climb. I'm out the window serving niggas like Mickey D's. Got a girl at the party, wanna hit her knees. I'm on the block with the Glock, blowing plenty tree. Finger on the trigger if a nigga be my enemy. Yeah, I'm with a couple bitches sipping on some Hennessy. Riding with my dogs, fam, they be kin to me. I'm on the block with the Glock, blowing plenty tree. Finger on the trigger if a nigga be my enemy. For the people that live up, try and live beautiful. This was for you. They'll never take me alive, I'm getting high, blowing kush blunts, busting at niggas and lead the feds on the witch hunt. Realest nigga walking, so I be who your bitch want. Niggas getting money over here, bitch, pick one. I hope the 7 and 11 good to a nigga. I'm hitting naturals on these fools, real hood nigga. I got whatever on that Nina, bet she come back. I bet it all on that bitch, run it right back. I keep my hoes dipping hydraulics front and back. And if your money low, nigga, I might front a sack. A little something get you high in the meanwhile. I'm hustling, stacking paper, watching green pile. Stressing, hoping I don't have to see that green mile. Protecting mine so that 9 blow your brains out. Young nigga running wild, never taught the game. That's why the game changed, probably never be the same. But I'ma keep getting money till I exhale. I got whatever and I only use the best scales. Bust sales to a few select clientele. I'm at the exchange, nigga, like the buy and sell. I got my window down, music bumping, doing 90. I'm swerving through the traffic, state boys right behind me. I'm from the city where the niggas and the bitches grimy. I keep them hollers you can swallow if you ever try me. I'm out the window serving niggas like Mickey D's. Got a girl at the party, wanna hit her knees. I'm on the block with the Glock, blowing plenty tree. Finger on the trigger if a nigga be my enemy. Yeah, I'm with a couple bitches sipping on some Hennessy. Riding with my dogs, fam, they be kin to me. I'm on the block with the Glock, blowing plenty tree. Finger on the trigger if a nigga be my enemy. They'll never take me alive, I'm getting high with my 4-5, trying to survive, cause niggas die having short lives. So I'ma ride, give me 5 on the black side. Niggas collide, that's why the strap's on the backside. Waiting for niggas act a fool with the wrong guy. Safe to assume it's probably gon' be a long night. I like my bitches topless and them thongs ride. Do it all night, even though they head tied. It ain't a fair fight, somebody gotta do it. I treat them like a sprinkler, run right through it. And then I'm back to getting money by any means. Keep my eyes on my money, fuck my enemies. I'm from the jungle where the lions be top dog. Chop raw, string dog with the cotton ball. Cock hammer, spray bammers from the sunroof. Just cause you in the gym, that don't make you gun-proof. My gun shoot at any nigga tryna take mine. Give me your keys, wallet, phone, and your fake shine. I'm on my grizzle while you niggas on break time. I'm killing 2 and 3 niggas at the same time. Put you on dateline, running cross state line. I take a blunt to the face, then I spray rhymes. Fuck the feds and them petty ass state crimes. I'm blowing trees overseas where you can't. Serving niggas like Mickey D's. Got a girl at the party, wanna hit her knees. I'm on the block with the Glock, blowing plenty tree. Finger on the trigger if a nigga be my enemy. Yeah, I'm with a couple bitches sipping on some Hennessy. Riding with my dogs, fam, they be kin to me. I'm on the block with the Glock, blowing plenty tree. Finger on the trigger if a nigga be my enemy. For the people that live up, try and live beautiful. They'll never take me alive. I'm getting high, blowing kush blunts, busting at niggas and lead the feds on the witch hunt. Realest nigga walking, so I be who your bitch want.
What's up, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Hopefully you guys hear me good and we back in the place to be. But yeah, we are here, and welcome to Pontiac WYC. We in the place to be. It's been a couple days, and I had a couple of technical difficulties. Last night I was out here just trying to make things work, messing around with this, and was having a little difficulty. But we back, and tonight is your night. If you want to go see, thank you, sir. If you want to go see When Betrayal Meets Truth by Martell Taylor at the Strand Theater, we have one ticket for giveaway. One ticket for giveaway. One ticket for giveaway. All right? So we're going to open up the phone lines, and if you guys really want to be in on that and you do not want to miss that show, I'm going to open up the phone lines pretty soon and let you guys get an opportunity to go ahead and participate and be a part of, be a part of that number. Who's basically going to be able to go out there and really just go and check out that play. It's going to be an amazing play. It's going to be an amazing time with amazing people. So I'm going to open up the phone lines real quickly, but before I do, let me go ahead and drop this little quick video. And this is Martell Taylor. We're going to pub this until it's time to do the damn thing, y'all. Because we need y'all to come on out.
Martell Taylor, Taylor One Films, writer, director, producer. I'm bringing my stage play Where Betrayal Meets Truth. I'm bringing it home to the Strand, December the 13th, 2 shows. We want you to get those tickets. I'm honored to come back home and bring a stage play here where I'm from. We at the Strand, baby. Let's go.
And the hit stage play, Betrayal Meets Truth. Get your tickets now.
We at the Strand, December 13th.
So tonight, we giving away one free ticket to the play. You just seen it. You just heard it. If you can chime in, if you can be here, be here. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and put up the phone line. If it's anything that anybody out there wants to kick it and talk about, you can definitely do that. I'm going to open up the phone line. Matter of fact, I'm going to put it inside of the chat so you guys can see. And that number is 248-905-1128. Put that in the chat. And then also I'm going to put it on the screen so you guys can see it. Two 248-905-1128. 248-905-1128. You can go ahead and call in. If you want to win a free ticket to Where Betrayal Meets Truth, Martell Taylor, you can go ahead and call in. And or if you brave, you can get on with me. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you. Or you can just call. Either or, it really don't matter. But let me go ahead and put that up. So you guys, 248-905-1128, 248-905-1128. 248-905-1128. And we done had a couple of, like I say, Martell and his staff and his crew and people have been on a couple of shows basically he been on his media run. I'm going to say it like that. He been on his media run, and he's been out trying to go ahead and pub it and let people know what's going on with it. How to join and how to be a part of it. And it's real easy. Get on Ticketmaster, or you can also just go straight to Ticketmaster, or you can contact him personally. He got links up everywhere, you know what I mean, and you can do that. So overall, yesterday, while we're talking and while we're on the subject of, let me go ahead and pull this down. Let me see. I gotta put something up real quick here. Okay. Let me go ahead and put the number up the right way for you guys so it can just stay up here on the screen. So, because I'm going to tell you the last day or two, I've been, I ain't going to say discombobulated, but I've been super busy. Last couple of days, we have had a lot of great things happening downtown in the city of Pontiac. Overall, we have had the holiday extravaganza, basically started on Friday, more or less. And, you know, Saturday, it was the parade, and it was the Fran Anderson Scholarship. And I covered both of those with the city of Pontiac. It was a good time. Cold outside, but it was a good time. So if you missed it, you missed it. But Lord willing, you be around, you come around, you be on tap next year. Next year, you can be on tap and be in there. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and put that number up. Let me get this for you. I'm a little ill prepared. I had some big technical difficulties the other day. But while I put this number up, y'all, I want to say something. Let me see how, I want to be, well, first of all, anybody that's watching, please call in and you can get a free ticket to go. I was going to give away two. I'm going to give away one. But a free ticket to go see Where Betrayal Meets Truth. And I'm going to put the number up, 248-905-1128. So between here and YouTube, probably would have been a good thing to go on TikTok too. I don't know. But I had a little technical difficulty yesterday I was messing around and playing with this equipment and kind of was just messing around and didn't put it up. It was kind of having just some difficulty altogether. So tonight is more of a test to see, you know what I mean? And whoever want to chime in can chime in. But let's see here. I want to say something, but I want to be careful how I say it. But I kind of don't want to be careful because I really don't care. I really don't care. I think a lot of people, man, they disregard that's not a conversation I want to have tonight. I don't want to go there. No, I don't want to go there tonight. Not tonight. Don't want to go. But yeah, one thing I did want to talk about is the Somalis, the Somalian deportations, and what's going on with Somalia people in Minnesota, and how they taking over Minnesota. And quite honestly, they being sent back to Somalia. Somalia is some bullshit. Be quite honest with you. And if I was a Somali, I'd be trying to get my ass over here too. But Somalians, I ain't gonna say all of them, just like you can't say all black people. They kind of trying to identify as black people now, but they really never identified as black people before. They didn't even say they wasn't black, but now they getting deported and shit. Now they want to say that they black. They don't look like black people. I don't care what nobody say. Somalians do not look like no damn black people. And I'm gonna tell you the other thing about Somalians that I found out, and no wonder they listen. Okay, I don't want to go too deep, but they say that the Somalians are in. Let me stop. I don't want to go there. I got too many things on the line. I don't want to. But what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this, y'all. Yeah, America, there's a lot of problems with the United States. There's a ton. But it's still better than a lot of these countries. You know what I mean? Yeah, we dealing with violence. We dealing with racism. We dealing with a lot of capitalism. We dealing with a lot of things. But people that talk all that jazz, they not gonna go nowhere else and go and have the freedoms or have the semi-freedoms, whatever they have that they have here. Even speaking out on some of the presidents, congressmen, or leadership, you know, doing that in other countries, we get your tongue chopped off, get your head split, you in the firing line. A lot of people think it's sweet. Like you can't go to other countries and do what you do here. Not saying that this is perfect, but I'd much rather be here than I would be somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? I'd much rather be poor in the United States than poor in Somalia. And it's a reason why people always running over and flocking here. There's a reason. There's a huge reason. Now, the fucked up thing about everything is that the people that do come over here, maybe illegal or whatever, however, they get a lot of benefits that people that's been here or people that live here that need benefits can't even get benefits, or they can't get some type of assistance. I need to fix my audio a little bit. It's off a little bit. A noise gate. Second. But yeah. So in a nutshell, y'all. Hold on. 1. Here we go. 1. Here we go. 1, 2. There we go. So in a nutshell, everybody, all I'm saying is, yeah, there's a lot wrong with the United States, but the shit is a lot better than everywhere else. There's a reason why most people are trying to flock to the United States. It's just a reason. You know, from south of the border, across seas, any and everywhere, they come here to get it. And you know, my thing is this: at the end of the day, number one, I'm a black man. Number one, I'm a child of God. I'm a black man. That's my identity. And then three, I'm an American. You know, I had a conversation with a Canadian. Today. And everybody should have national pride, right? Regardless of their country, you know what I mean? You should have some type of national pride. I mean, what you think when we all love basketball or whatever, when they go put up on the USA jersey? Please call 248-905-1128. You can win one free ticket to Martell Taylor's When Truth or When Betrayal Meets Truth. Saturday daytime. It's 2 shows, 3 and 7. This is a 3 o'clock show. And you can go ahead and win a ticket. That way, if you got your girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, whatever the case may be, it's half off. You ain't got him in, or you going solo dolo and mingle with the people. You can and have a good time. Either way, it's free. So I'm going to do this tomorrow night also, but tomorrow night I found out that I do have some engagement that I got to do, so I ain't going to be able to. I probably don't know if I'll be able to come on here, but I'm going to come. You know what? I'm going to make a commitment. I'm going to be on here tonight, tomorrow night, Friday night, leading into, you know what I'm saying, what we got to do. But I'm going to be talking about various topics. So at the end of the day, going back, we are in America. So you even see basketball, you see the Dream Team, they got the USA on the front of the shirt, you know what I mean? Or whatever the case may be. And yeah, the country ain't where it should be, how it should be yet. But it's a hell of a lot better than a lot of places on God's green earth. And me, number one, I am thankful that I was born here. Because you could have been born anywhere else. Really think about that. You know, we complain about presidents, mayors, governors, and all this and this and that. And you got the ability to be able to speak out and voice your opinion. You got the ability to vote or not. You got the ability to do a lot of things or not. And you can't do that in other places. My homeboy calling me from Mississippi. I'm going to call you back in a minute, brother. You have the ability to do a lot of things or come up. You got the ability to get rich here. You got the ability, I mean, quite honestly, y'all, a lot of times that we've messed up is because we want to be. You know what I mean? This is a place this is a land where you can come up. This is a land where you can come up. If you try. Not saying that you could become wealthy or rich, but this is a land where you can come up. If you work hard, you can come up with something and be able to take care of you and your family. A lot of places around the world, you can work hard as you want and you ain't never coming up. You know what I'm saying? And then there is some places here where you born, like, you know, there is some places in this country where you born, it's going to be a little bit harder than others. But I guarantee you that the hardest place and the worst place in this country is still not worse than the worst place in the world. So I'm thankful that God has, you know what I mean, placed me here. You know what I mean? Plus my ancestors and people that I know have died and fought for me to have rights and abilities and rights to do or don't do. In a lot of countries and places, you know, you don't have the right to do or not do. You do what you told. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, again, I had a conversation with a Canadian today. And the conversation in Canada and Canadians is, I like Canada because I used to go to Canada every day when I was a kid. Like my mom and pops went to Canada almost every single day. Every day. You know what I mean? Because we right here on the border in Detroit. We right up the border of Canada. And we would go to Ontario, Windsor, Ontario. And we would go to Windsor, Ontario and go to the park. Me and my brother. We had friends and damn near almost family there in Canada. So Canada was like a second home in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? And it's clean. It was nice. I like Canada. But I had a conversation with a Canadian today. And, you know, a little talk about patriotic pride or country pride, whatever came into the talk. And I was like, you know, it's a good thing that they said, yeah, I'm really not that fond of the United States right now. And I said, who cares? It's a good thing that the United States don't need y'all as much as y'all need us. We don't need Canada like that. We don't need Canada. What's up, Black Mamba? We don't need Canada like that. Canada really don't got its own army. The reason why people don't invade Canada is because of the United States. The reason why people don't invade Mexico is because of the United States. The economy of the Canadians and the economy of the Mexicans or the Mexico or Mexico and Canada, our southern and our northern friends, their economy is based solely on what they do with the United States. So don't think that they're not really reaping the benefit by being neighbors of the United States. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is that it's not a lot of patriotic or country pride. There's more pride in you coming from the state that you're from than it is from the country you're from now, or you live or you reside in. And that's crazy because us as black people, we fight for our hoods. We claim our streets that we own no house on. We bang on each other and kill each other for blocks. But we banging on blocks that don't even, quote unquote, we own a house or property, a speck of grass or dirt or nothing. But we'll bang on them. But we don't have country pride. You know what I'm saying? We'll root for the state that we come from when it comes to sports. Oh, Michigan versus Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? Or Connecticut versus Texas. But when it comes to the United States, People got a lot of just shit to talk about the United States. Now, like I told you, a lot of things are wrong with the United States. There's a lot of stuff wrong with the United States. Don't get me wrong, but it's still better than all the, it's really better than a lot of these countries. And the reason that you know it's better is because people dying to get here. What other country in the world do you see people dying to get to? Where's the news of anybody dying, risking their life to go to Russia? Answer me that. Let me go ahead. I think I got my audio 1 2 1 2. Let me put a little delay on it right quick. Where are people dying and risking their life? Where is people dying and risking their life to go to China for, or to smuggle their body and their family into China? Where's the news of that? You don't hear it. You know why? Because ain't nobody trying to go damn near deport themselves or import themselves into Russia or China, Taiwan. Nobody's trying to do that. People trying to come here because you know why? They know it's still opportunity. No matter how bad it may be here, it is better. It's better. I'm just be straight up. It's better. And I'm just gonna say it. And that's basically what I told that person. That's the Canadian. They got mad. I don't care. But my country better than yours. And that's what I told them. My country better than yours. Y'all don't even have a military. Y'all military is dependent on the military that we give or help you supply. So don't get so cocky. And that's just like people. They forget where their bread is buttered. That's what I said all that to segue into this. People forget where their bread is buttered. People that treat you good, remember how you got or where you are. People forget. See, what happens is you help a person or you help a situation and they get level, they get steady. The next thing they think is they strong at that point. They better than you at that point. They think they, is doing, I don't get it. So don't forget where your bread is buttered. That's even on a personal level. Black Mamba says perspective is everything. Talk to him. Griggs, dying to get here and fighting hard to stay. But that goes back to people in your life. You help them out. You become their protection. You become the food when they're hungry. You become the place to lay when they ain't got no place to lay. And then they get on their feet and they forget about you. They forget about the bridge that helped them over. They don't even say thank you. And then one day they want to come back when things are a little bit shaky for them again. And you got to just say no. Just like that. Nah, it's cool. I wish you the best. I'm doing me. And that's really what this country got to do in a lot of cases. You got to look out for yourself in a lot of cases. Remember those that did in your personal life. Remember those that have helped you or been there for you, and reciprocate that if you can. Don't reciprocate to the point of detriment of yourself, but always be reciprocal of those that help you, that welcomed you with open arms to help prop you up and help you become strong again, or help you through a long, drawn out, fucked up part of your life. And that's all I was basically trying to tell the person that was from Canada. remember where your bread is buttered. If the United States pull its funding or pull its financial backing and resources as far as military, you ain't shit. For real, Canada is a wonderful looking place. But it's cold up there. It's not a lot going on in Canada, y'all, for real, like that. You know, you got Toronto, you got Windsor. There's some nice places, but it ain't like that now. Come on. You got Vancouver, Quebec. No, who's trying to go? Who's doing that? People trying to come to see Los Angeles, Chicago. People trying to come to see Detroit now, New York City, Florida, Miami, Memphis, Tennessee, Las Vegas, Boulder, Colorado, Seattle, Washington. Look at all the major cities that's in the United States. And these places that be talking all this junk got two cities that people want to go see. Toronto and Quebec. And I ain't never heard nobody say they wanted to go to Quebec. I've heard Toronto, and the reason why people say Toronto is because Toronto is like New York City. Smaller, but it got a lot of similarities. Nobody trying to go to no Canada like that. And a lot of reasons why people went to Canada that's from Detroit was because of the casinos. Other than that, nobody was trying to go. Now, my mama and pops went because they was, you know what I'm saying, they was chilling. You know what I mean? That's what they did. And we went with them. If we was kids and had nothing to do, you know, but nobody trying to go to Canada. Now, you go to Mexico. You take it down, and if you go south, there's only a couple cities in Mexico, big city that you're trying to really go to. My daughter just went to Mexico City. What's else down there? I don't know. Now, Japan. Let's look about all these other places. You hear about their big city. There's one or two big cities. You go to Japan, Tokyo, China, Shanghai, Russia, what the fuck? Moscow. You don't know nothing about nothing else. England, London. You don't Manchester, some shit. Then what's Spain? What's the big city in Spain? I don't know. Again, there's not everybody that's trying to vacation from other parts of the world, they running here. You know what I'm saying? So it's would you say, not to mention Canada is higher, extra 50 cents on the dollar. Yeah, because they, you know. So all I'm saying is have some national pride. There's a lot of stuff. You know, a lot of people I don't care if you black, white, Mexican, if you're a national born citizen, whatever. You have some pride about your block and where you grew up on, but you don't have pride about the country that you're from. Yeah, the country's messed up. Don't get me wrong. Turmoil. You know what I'm saying? It's in a lot of ways, but it's still better than a lot of places. I'd rather had a struggle here than had a struggle there, where you can't get food how you really need it, how you can't really get medicine how you really need it. It's hard here, but imagine it there. You know what I'm saying? Think about it how it is in China. A lot of people got a lot of dumb shit to say about the United States, for real. But think about how it is in China. Think about how now you just get on your TikTok. Also, Whitney Franklin, I don't know if are you here from Michigan, Pontiac, whatever? I'm giving away a free ticket. You got to let me know if you're from here. I'm giving away a free ticket to Martell Taylor's Where Betrayal Meets Truth. Saturday, 3 o'clock show, stage play. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. But what I was saying, dang, what was I saying, y'all? I was just saying, like, at the end of the day, I'd much rather have a situation here than have a situation somewhere else. And that's just the way it is. But we have a lot of pride. That's what I was saying about our block. We have a lot of pride about where we hit the share button too, man. Y'all don't sit there and just watch me and don't hit the share button. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. People will have a lot of pride about their block, about their street, about the side of town. I got a lot of pride about Cedardale. I got a lot of pride about the south side of Pontiac. I got a lot of pride about Pontiac. I got a lot of pride about Michigan. But for some reason, United States, and they start talking all types of shit about the country that they in. But not looking at how bad they block is and what's going on their block or what's going on the street or what's going on the side of town. They ain't got a lot of shit to say about it, but you can say a lot of shit about the country in. But what I'm saying is, think about the type of country that you live in where you can get on TikTok, Instagram, and you can sit there and talk about any politician that you want to. You don't be giving threats, but talk about any politician you want to. You could talk about and have a, okay, you're local. Do you know Martell Taylor? Do you know Martell Taylor? Playwright. He's from the city of Pontiac, from here. He's been in Dallas for a while, Atlanta. He's been traveling. He's an artiste, but he's a movie director, filmmaker, and a stage playwright. And he's having this Saturday at 3 o'clock and at 7 o'clock, there's going to be a play at the Strand Theater, and I'm giving away one free ticket to the first caller, and I'm going to put the phone number up. 248-905-1128, 248-905-1128. And you can call in right now and claim it. Now, I'll have to print it out for you because I try to transfer it. I'm not going to do all that tech. I'm going to go to Staples and get a black and white copy, print it out. We have to meet. We can meet at the police station if you want. I don't care. Yeah, matter of fact, we're going to meet. Anybody want the ticket, they win the ticket. We're going to meet at the sheriff's station. I'm not going to meet anybody out nowhere, no store. But we meet at the sheriff's station or whatever the case may be. And we get the ticket to you. But it'll be a ticket, a hard copy ticket, printed out. And you'll be able to go to the 3 o'clock show to go see Martell Taylor's. It's going to be fun. I'm be honest with you. It's going to be a real nice, good time with great people. And I don't think you would want to miss this if you had an opportunity to be free to go. So 248-905-1128. Let me make sure my phone is on because I'm always forgetting something when I'm on this show. Always forgetting something. Yep, phone is on. It's not on Do Not Disturb, and the Bluetooth is ready. So if you want to call in, you can call. You can call. But again, have pride in the country where you're from. Try to make it better. Or if you ain't even trying to make it better, don't try to make it worse. And that's the thing about it. You know, people, you can't get on your phone and call in to win. Martell Taylor took first caller to win. Hey, look at you helping me out. Call in to win Martell Taylor ticket. First caller to win. Yeah. And I wouldn't even have them ask them what they proud to be American for. Because let's go ahead. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I ain't about to do it. But you know, just be prideful from where you come from. A lot of these different countries, you can't, you know what I mean? You can't do what you're doing here. You can't earn how you earn it here. You can't take care of yourself medically like you need to other places. Some places you can, some places you can't. But overall, this is the place to be. And overall, this is the place to be because you see everybody, a lot of people killing themselves to get here. For the last 100 years or so, I mean, people been just struggling to get here. You know, and they get here and they succeed, you know what I mean? Because it's a lot of benefits waiting on them when they get here. We can't get them. Now, that's my problem with it. They can get them. We can't get them. And I'm quite honestly with you, I'm kind of tired of it. I'm tired of people I'm gonna be straight up. I am tired. That's like you coming into my house and I'm working and paying the rent and I'm paying all that. But you get to come in and get all the food. You get the best room in the house. Shit, you even get one of my cars. And I kind of just got to deal with it. In a lot of cases, that's kind of what's happening when people come over here. You know what I mean? They get a lot of benefits that the people that actually live here can't get. Now that's fucked up. If you ask me, that's wrong. Because there's a lot of people that should and could or deserve benefits that can't get it, that live here, that is from here. And that should be changed on a federal level. And I believe federally things are trying to change like that. But even on a state level, legislation and stuff have to change. I'm not saying don't help people. I'm not saying don't give people a helping hand or whatnot, but not the original citizens that need the help and can't get it. You don't want to do that because what that does is breed a contentment, or not want to put into the system, or you just don't want to do that because the people that you're giving benefits to don't have any fucking loyalty to the country anyway. They get the money, or listen, yo. And this is real talk. People that get the money, people that get the benefit, they turn around in most cases and turn and give that money back to where they came from. They ain't even putting into the system. They are taking the money or the benefit and turning around and sending that shit back to Somalia, back to Mexico, back to Germany, back to China, wherever the fuck they from. And what they found out was what's going on in Minnesota. This is the bad thing. And let's talk about it and be for real about it. The bad thing is what they finding out in Minnesota when it comes to the Somalians is that majority of the benefits that they're getting is being funneled back to Somalia and their terrorist organizations there. So a lot of times government benefits as far as money or food or other assistance that can be turned into funds is then laundered, funded back to the country of origin to support bullshit. And the American people or those people from that have to deal with that. But nobody want to talk about that from, you know what I'm saying, and keep it real about that. So that kind of just threw me off the wrong way when I was talking to this person that was from Canada. God bless them. And they should have country pride and all that. But don't get them talking to me about how good Canada is. Don't come talking to me about Canada is because, like I said, don't come talking to me about how good Canada is and Canada needs the United States to exist. For real. So it's the United States doesn't need Canada to exist. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that it won't feel some type of something, but the majority of the economy of Canada is determined on what the United States does. It's its largest trading partner. It is, the United States is the strong arm of Canada. And the reason why nobody invades Canada is because of the United States. Their military is backed by ours. Their military is just a pseudo military. It's like, think about this. When the United States went into Desert Storm, if you want to keep it real, let's keep it real. When the United States went into Desert Storm or Afghanistan, yeah, Canada probably gives a couple of airplanes. Go look up how many planes are in their Air Force compared to ours. Matter of fact, you don't have to look. I'll look. Let's look up how many airplanes are in the Canadian Air Force. I'm going to pull this up on the screen. So how many planes are in the Canadian Air Force? I'm going to put that up right here. Somebody trying to call. Boom. The Canadian has approximately 406 aircraft through 2020. Remember that, 406 aircraft. Let's look and see how many the United States have. The U.S. Air Force operating with around 5,000 to 500 and 5,300 aircraft. What that tell you? So when the United States is in some type of conflict in the Canadian Air Force, people don't know this and they don't think like this. Like, there's no way that they can protect all that vast land of Canada with 400 airplanes. United States has 5,300 aircraft. Let's think of Mexico. I'm just, let's just talk. If we're going to talk. These are our closest neighbor. Mexican got the same amount as Canada, 360 to 400 aircraft. It is focused on internal security, counter narcotics and transport, including helicopters. So basically, they ain't got enough either. So who's protecting who? That's what I'm saying. Like it doesn't, it's not a sexy topic. It's not, but I'm just keeping it real. So don't come to me talking about how much the United States needs Canada. It ain't, when that person, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And it's in our best interest to protect Canada at the same time because it does serve as a buffer. All bullshit aside, it does preside as a buffer. Just like the Atlantic and the Pacific Ocean acts as a buffer also, strategically, militarily. Because if you really look at it from north, south, east, and west, the United States is kind of covered in a way. In today's warfare, it's a little bit different, but it's kind of encompassed. You know what I mean? So all I'm saying is don't forget where your bread is buttered, Canadians. Don't forget, we love you. You know what I mean? I like Canadians. I like to go to Canada every now and again if I get a chance to. It's not my first option, but people's first option is to get here. It's to come here. Let's not forget that. It's to come here. And that's what it is. I don't look like I'm going to be able to get this ticket away tonight. I ain't going to sit up here all night with y'all. But I just, I wanted to come on tonight because I was having a little bit of technical difficulties. Updated my hookup right here. I know you guys can't see it, but I was having a little technical difficulties. I don't know what was going on with it. And it looks like things are kind of panning out. But before I get off, I do just want to give a big shout out. Before I get out, I do want to give a big, huge, grand shout out to the city of Pontiac. Held a great, great, great event before I get off. Great event. Hold on one second. We go ahead and look at what you wrote. Here's a short, clean, Facebook-friendly version. I'm going to try to see if I can read this all. I don't know how much of it. But Canada isn't necessarily better. It's just different. A lot of black people feel Canada has less day-to-day racial tension, safer communities, and better healthcare. But the U.S. has always more opportunity, black culture, and economic growth. Canada gives peace. America gives possibility. Great answer. Oh, it really depends on what you value. I like that, Whitney. I like that. And I guess at the end of the day, all I was saying to that Canadian, that person, don't get all high and mighty now. You know what I mean? Don't get all high and mighty because the job that he had, the Canadian person that was talking, was created by an American company. So don't come talking about how much you don't like United States when you got an American job that's over there in Canada right now. So I ain't even really mad at the president when he said, you know what? If you're Chrysler, Ford, or General Motors, we shutting the damn plants down and y'all come back to the United States. I'm not mad at that. You know why I'm not mad at that? Because that gives opportunity for my son or daughter if they want to go there. That or your cousin, your whomever. Because we got too many honestly, we got too many American facilities and American companies that's in Mexico and in Canada and overseas. And the reason why is because it was hard to do business in the United States. It was easier to go because you can get cheap labor. But now I ain't mad at, well, yo, if you want to do business in Canada, you want to do it in Mexico, you want to do it in Germany, all right, Ford, all right, GM, all right, whoever, Harley Davidson, whoever that American company is, okay, you're going to get your ass taxed then when you try to sell the shit back to the United States. So really think about that. You have an American job, American jobs, base jobs, Ford, GM, whoever, that's an American job. They chose to go over to Canada to build, just to build the car or the material or the whatever, just to sell it back to the American people. Why are they doing that? And people don't want to talk about why and how that happened and when that happened. That happened up under Bill Clinton with the NAFTA, the North American Free Trade Agreement. That's when that happened, and that's when it fucked up. That's when that's when plants start closing and everything. Nobody said nothing about Bill Clinton, ever. That's when Detroit started to collapse. In the city that I'm from, Pontiac, that's when jobs started to get lost because have y'all, the Pontiac car, the model Pontiac from General Motors, that's when General Motors started shutting down whole car lines. Buick, I mean, it was just it was a mess because jobs left the United States, Detroit, Pontiac, Goodyear, all these places in Compton, California, Watts, where they dealt in rubber and textile and things to go on the car or whatever. Jobs left, went over to Canada, or they went into Mexico. Now those jobs left. Now you got higher crime. When you got to look at, why is there higher crime here? There's higher crime because jobs and shit left. Why is the healthcare better? We had the best healthcare system at one point in time. As far as healthcare benefits, I remember growing up, everybody had pretty much, almost everybody had some good ass health insurance. How did we get here? You know how we got here? Because it all comes down to money and jobs first. So if you ain't got the jobs to produce these benefits, or somebody buying into the pot of the healthcare system, then what? You got, why do Canada have a good healthcare system? Because they got all our fucking jobs. That's why. They got all the manufacturing. Yeah, we want those back. We want them back. We want them back. Mexico, we want them back. Yep. Y'all want, yeah. Oh, you want to stay in Mexico? You want a steel company, the American steel company, whoever that, Acme, whoever that steel company is, you want to stay in Mexico or you want to stay in, fine. You're going to be taxed because these companies are just going overseas or going to a neighboring country, south or north, Canada or Mexico, to build the shit and sell it right back to the United States citizen. Canadians and Mexicans are not buying American cars like that. Who's buying them? The Americans are buying them. Bottom line, you can't move to any country if you're not secure in your financial career. Same as USA, every country wants Americans who will pour into their foreign countries, not mooch off their resources. So now, at the same time, we're in a place in which I'm kind of glad. I don't care how nobody feel about the man that's in the White House. He's telling these countries like, yo, we gave y'all too much for too long, to the point that the American people really ain't got a lot of shit now. And at this point, we got to start pulling these jobs back in while we can. You know what I mean? Because I would have hated to see, you know what I'm saying, that the other administration get in, because if we would have got Waltz, if we would have got Waltz and Kamala, I think it would have been real bad. Number one, and this is the reason, one of the reasons. because what's going on in Minnesota would have been a microcosm of what was going on all across the country. What was going on anyway? There was a lot of people getting a lot of free shit that ain't even supposed to be here like that. And then on top of that, ain't even really got no loyalty for the country. I don't give a fuck where you from. It ain't about if you're Mexican or you're Chinese or whatever. You can be any nationality, but you here and you getting shit and you really don't like it here. You talk a lot of shit about the, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, if that's the case, going back to where you come from. I don't give a fuck if it's South Africa. I don't give a fuck if it's Nigeria. I don't care where you from. If you getting your shit and free shit, you ain't supposed to be here, and then you talk shit about the country, that's like you coming into my house and you're getting a lot of free shit. Then you got a lot of bullshit to talk. You got a lot of stuff to say about me. You talking about me, you don't really like me, but you're getting all of my benefits and stuff. You're driving my car, eating my food, getting the best room in the house, but you really don't like me. And you you waving the flag of the last person that you lived in house and saying how great that house was, but you stand in my house, but you toting on how good this house is that you escaped from when they was beating your ass, but you still love that. See, that's what's happening. If you want to keep it real, nobody's really saying it. And it's just at the end of the day, you know what I mean? It kind of just rubbed me the wrong way when he was like, yeah, Canada, get out of here. I like Canada, you know, but there's a reason why like Canada has the benefits that they do. It's really a big reason why. Why do they have safer? Why does Canada have safer streets, quote unquote? Crime is rising there. You know why? Because the jobs is freezing up over there. You know why? Because the United States said, no, we bringing them damn factories back here. So what's happening? If you ain't got money, you going to steal. You going to rob. You going to jack. I remember one time when I was super young, in my early 20s, and I was in between jobs big time, and I never thought about doing anything wrong before in my life, but I thought about it. I seriously thought about it. I was this close away from doing some shit I shouldn't have been thinking about. But when you don't have job or you don't have any money coming in, you start really thinking about things that that's not even you. That's not even your character. And you put yourself in precarious situations. So crime will rise in a situation like that. Or even in Canada, that's why crime is on the rise, unfortunately, because these jobs are being shut down, or not. You're not shut down off of force, but shut down because it's of an economical survival that to them it's better to come back to the United States. And if you ask me, it's best that those jobs do come back to the United States because they're American companies. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If you go to Germany, there's American cars that's built in Germany, and they get shipped back to the United States. But you know what? If you go to Germany, you don't see people buying and driving American cars. You know what they buy and drive over there in Germany? Mercedes Benzes. That's what they drive over there. They don't buy American cars. They get built over there, but they don't buy it. They ship them right back over here, and we buy it. So basically, we sending the work over there to get processed, and it gets sent back over here to be bought at a high-ass price. That's another reason why cars are so damn high. Because you're not just only paying for the price of the car, you're paying for the shipping and the handling and the export. So overall, prices will be down when you don't have to do all that shipping and exporting. If it's all inside of the country of origin. Like, why would I have, and it's the same thing. Like, even local people, I know people that will wind up getting, if they have a T-shirt business, they'll get their T-shirts from another country because it's cheaper, and they sell it here. But those shirts are at least made in that country. They won't send the shirts that they buy here and send them out to go get them. But, so at the end of the day, y'all, have a little bit of pride about your country. And even if you don't have a lot of pride, you don't have to have any. just know it's like, you know what? It is a little bit better here than it is at other places, ultimately. Ultimately, because if it wasn't, you'd be trying to be there. Ain't nobody trying to move to Canada, man. Nobody's trying to move to Canada. Nobody's trying to move to Germany. Nobody trying to move to Jamaica. Because outside of the resorts and shit, you gonna end up fucked up. Nobody's trying to move to the Dominican Republic because it's fucked up there. Nobody's trying to move to Mexico. And truth be told, nobody's trying to move to England, Britain, none of that. France, nobody trying to do all that. Nobody trying to move to Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Nobody trying to move to Japan, for real, for real. The people trying to move here. And you can see it when you walk down the street. There's people from everywhere that's here. And it's a reason why. I am going to play Martell Taylor's video one more time. I'm going to get out of here because tonight was more of a test. I wanted to go ahead and test out the my device here because I want to make sure that it's working. But ultimately, it is working. Look like everything is working right. Because I'm telling you, y'all, I spent too much money on this thing. I spent a lot for it to be messing up. But I had an update. And you know how when you update your phone and sometimes it's be buggy? And I think that's what happened. I updated this device, my streaming device, which I'm not only just using it for this, I plan to use it for some major work coming up and things like that. So basically what I have right here is an all-in-one Encompass streaming machine. And it's really just the size of, if I can think. It's really the size of this Better Made bag. A little bit smaller. I got a couple left in there. But it's real portable and I can take it anywhere. And I got another one that's a little bit smaller than this, but I gave it to my son. Well, I didn't give it to my son. My son paid for it. That's another thing. I try to make my sons pay for shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though he really don't have to, it's just the nature of it. You know, giving somebody something is giving somebody something. But the device that I gave him that's like this was $1,000 machine. So I made him, you want it, pay for it. He still got it cheaper than what he would have got if he would have got it off Amazon. But number two, if I'd have just gave it to him, I don't think when people just give you a lot of stuff, depending on the type of person they are, they don't appreciate it. But when a person put skin in the game or put something on the wood, on the line, they appreciate things a lot better. I'm one that appreciate everything that somebody do for me because I was just the type that never really got anything, So it's so when I do get things, I hold on to them and I take care of them. But I just really want to teach my sons, and they grown, they of age now. But when you put some money on the table, you actually take care of things for a long time. You'll keep them. You will, make sure that you do right by them, and you just won't throw them anywhere. So I let him get that device, and I'm using my newer one. And, I do a lot of live streaming, and I do a lot of things. This makes it a lot easier. And also, I can invite guests on here, so I can be talking to you, and if you want to come on, I can give you a link. And you come on, and I'm looking at it, because that's basically what I'm looking at right now, right in front of me. It's a little small device that allows me to live stream out to Facebook, YouTube. I can go to TikTok if I want to, but I ain't really felt like that. I can go to a couple other places, but Facebook and YouTube primarily. So I'm going to play Martell Taylor video real quick, and you guys, if you want to chime in real quick in the first caller, I will open up the phone lines one more time. And if you want to go ahead and call, please call, and you can get a free ticket to Saturday's show. Here we go.
What's up, everybody? Martell Taylor, Taylor Films, writer, director, producer. I'm bringing my stage play where betrayal meets truth. I'm bringing it home to the Strand, December 13th, 2 shows. We want you to get those tickets. I'm honored to come back home and bring a stage play here where I'm from. We at the Strand, baby. Let's go.
And the hit stage play, Betrayal Meets Truth. Get your tickets now.
We at the Strand, December 13th.
You're going to have a great time. I'm telling you, y'all. 248-905-1128. 248-905-1128. If not tonight, I'm going to come on tomorrow. I got to come on tomorrow anyway. Tomorrow at City Hall at 5 o'clock, bring your kids. I just got aware of this today. There's going to be pizza with Santa. Okay? Pics with Santa, pizza with Santa. You go ahead and bring your kids down if you're in the area. They get a chance to go ahead and chill out with Santa Claus. I went to go see Santa Claus a couple times when I was little. I remember my dad taking me to Summit Place Mall. My mom, my pops, my grandmother took me to go see Santa Claus and told Santa Claus what I wanted. Did I ever get anything that I asked Santa Claus for? Shit, I don't even know. I don't even think so. They just took me because it was like, well, let them go ask, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know if I got anything that I asked Santa Claus for. Now that I think about it, I think I knew I wasn't getting it, tell you the truth. I mean, I'm being quite honest with you. I don't think when I was going to see Santa Claus, I don't think that I ever got anything that I think I knew when I went to go see him, like, man, I ain't about to. And I think that last time that I went to go see Santa Claus, I stopped believing in him, like, quick. You stop believing in Santa Claus when you don't get anything. You know what I'm saying? You be like, bro, I ain't even get nothing. Or I ain't gonna make it like that. I got stuff, but when I ain't get nothing I asked for, dog. Like, in the stuff that I got, Black family let you know that Santa Claus didn't bring this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was like my grandmother would get me some socks. For some reason, my grandma on my daddy's side, my grandma, Mommy Helen. Oh, Mommy Helen. Mommy Helen could cook, and Mommy Helen was nice. She was just a sweet lady. One of the sweetest women I ever met. But Mommy Helen would cook, and she could cook so good. And I remember the old Christmases and uncles and all that. But she used to buy me socks. And I'm like, okay. But you have to act like you was happy with the socks. Because if you was raised with any type of matters and whatever, you had to be like, and you a kid, like, come on, socks. Socks. Okay. Mommy Helen would not only just get me socks. She get me books. And I knew I was smart and all. And I know I wanted my grandmother to think I was smart and all, but come on, I didn't really want the books and socks, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'll be like, yay. You know what I'm saying? Because I just knew, hey, if I act like I didn't like it, my daddy was looming around the corner to cuss me out and who knows what. Because that's his mama. So I had to make sure, yeah, thank you, Mommy Helen. But that was sweet. And I'm glad that Mommy Helen did that because it kind of got me into reading more. And every time I went over Mommy Helen's house, on Rockwell Street. I was reading. I would go in the corner and read encyclopedia. And that's why she actually got me the books. Because every time I went over there, I would sit in the corner and read. I used to read the encyclopedia. Every time I go over my grandmother's house, I sit and read the dictionary in the corner. I curl up in the corner, and she had a bookshelf full of encyclopedias and dictionaries and big books about Oakland County. And I would sit and I would read those books. And I wasn't nothing but like 5, 6, 7 years old. So that's why she got me books, because she saw me doing it. But Christmas time, you want some toys. But she had wound up getting me a choo-choo train. And I remember the smell of the choo-choo train. The choo-choo train was a steam, so you had to put water in it, and it'll heat up. And when it heat up, the steam will make the choo-choo train go. And I remember to this day the smell. It was hot smell, but it was, I don't know. And the little train and all that. So, but yeah, I used to get nice little hookups, from Mommy Helen every now and again. But it wasn't what I asked Santa for. So I started realizing, like, Santa ain't even real, man. And then on top of that, whatever I'm asking him for, and I get something, my mama, my daddy, or grandma, or a cousin, uncle, or whatever, they let me know they got it. They wouldn't let Santa take the credit for this gift. So I remember, and I do the same thing. Hey, yeah, Santa Claus didn't get you this. So, but with that being said, I segued. Tomorrow, downtown is Picks with Santa, and I will be there tomorrow covering and getting a little bit of video of the activities and the festivities, because this is the season. There's a lot of wonderful and good and great things going on downtown. I'm happy to be a part of it down there. I really am. I'm happy to see who's coming in as far as mayoral personnel, and I'm happy to see that. Very much happy. And I'm looking forward just to, that this new administration having a great, just having a great impact and doing good things. The inauguration or the swearing-in ceremony is at Pontiac High on January the 1st. And I will be there also. So, I'm just happy to be around, y'all. I'm just happy to be around and be involved. And this is like what I'm doing really exactly a lot of the things that I wanted to do. So I'm thankful that God has given me the opportunity right now to be able to work in my capacity of which I'm working in, to get up every day and work. I'm so, like I say, I'm tickled to death that I'm working with cameras. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, the way that I really it just doesn't make, I ain't gonna say it don't make sense. It's like a basketball player or a football player. They look at the football, they look at the basketball and be like, yo, I make my living with a basketball. Well, it's the same way I look at my camera and be like, yo, I make my living. I have a roof over my head. I have a car to drive, extra bread in my pocket. Can do a lot of other things or help a person out if I can here and there because of my camera. So that's a blessing to be able to. I never would have saw that or thought that 10 years ago, you guys, because really 10 years ago, that's when I really got serious in trying to make it. And I remember I used to tell the people at my job, which I was in the mortgage industry, I used to tell the people that, I'm about to start my own company, blah, blah, blah. This 11, 12 years ago. They're like, yeah, oh, yeah, all right. Do the shit, shut up, yeah, whatever. And when I left there, I never came back to do mortgages again. It's been tough. It can't say that it hasn't been tough, but it's been fulfilling, rewarding, and that's my legacy. That's my legacy. That's what I do. So I'm just happy that I'm able to do that. And I take much pride in it, and I won't let anybody make me not feel like that is high on the totem pole far as, importance. Because sometimes, and I had this conversation today, a lot of people do not respect videographers, so they don't want to pay them, but they need them. You motherfuckers need them. You all need them, but you don't want to pay them. You know what I'm saying? And great topic came up today about Diddy. You know how 50 Cent got that damn, footage? Anybody know how he got the footage? Go ahead and you can say something now to forever hold your peace. Do you know how 50 Cent got that footage that he used in the Diddy situation? You know how? He got it because Diddy never paid the videographer. He never paid him. So imagine if Diddy would have went on and paid the videographer, all that extra footage that 50 Cent got, or that for that documentary would have never came out. You know what I'm saying? So that's how important a videographer is. Really, a videographer got a lot of video, scratch video, I call it scratch video of people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to pay, and pay the videographer, because it's a hard job. The last 2 nights I've been up approximately to around, I usually used to stay up all night, every night editing. I don't do that anymore. But in certain occasions, I will just to get things done or make a dent in a project. But for the last couple of nights, one was 3 o'clock, one was 2 o'clock. The last night was, I think, 2 o'clock or something, 2:30. You know what I mean? A lot of times you put a lot more time in than what you actually get. And that's a lot of people with their jobs. You know what I mean? But it's that I take pride in what I do. I want it to look the best that it possibly can. And I want to make sure that whoever receives or who's on the receiving end or on the back end of what I'm doing, that they enjoy it, that they feel like they got what they were supposed to get out of it. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you want to go ahead and pay the videographer. You want to make sure that you're taking care of them. You want to make sure that you're doing right by your videographer. And that's one of the conversations that I am going to have. I might have a panel with some guys that's local around here, and we're going to talk about some of the pitfalls and what people, deal with, what they dealt with. And I think it's important to inform or to educate the public, because I think it's something to actually talk about. So with that being said, you guys, it's 9:30, it's going on 9:30. I'm going to go ahead and lax out. I stayed up the last couple of nights real late, so I ain't going to do it tonight. I might actually play my PlayStation for a little bit, but chill out. But I will be back tomorrow, and we will try to go ahead and get rid of these tickets, you know what I'm saying, or one at least. And, so you guys can go out and enjoy the play. Might have a guest on. I might reach out to my mans, Mr. Bowman, Marcus Bowman. He been wanting to come back on the show. Tonight was more of just an impromptu, because I wanted to test out my equipment after I did update, just trying to get things back working right, where I feel comfortable with it. And you'll see me more often. So tomorrow you will see me. All right, you guys, keep God first, family second, and you third. In that order, you should never be made last, because the last will be made first. I'm going to go ahead and go out. This is my brother, man. I haven't really even I ain't going to even say that. I'm not going to say that. This is my brother. This is my brother, and I'm going to go ahead and play this, and I'm going to leave. Dante, you can call if you, you know what I'm saying? You can call if you're free, bruh. This is my brother, and I will play this as we leave.
You'll never take me alive. I'm getting high with my 4-5, trying to survive, cause niggas die having short lives. So I'ma ride, give me 5 on the black side. Niggas collide, that's why the strap's on the backside. Waiting for niggas act a fool with the wrong guy. Say to assume it's probably gonna be a long night. I like my bitches topless and them thongs ride. Do it all night, even though they head tide. It ain't a fair fight, somebody gotta do it. I treat them like a sprinkler, run right through it. And then I'm back to getting money by any means. Keep my eyes on my money, fuck my enemies. I'm from the jungle where the lions be top dog. Chop raw, string dog with the cotton ball. Cock hammer, spray bammers from the sunroof. Just cause you in the gym, that don't make you gun-proof. My gun shoot at any nigga tryna take mine. Give me your keys, wallet, phone, and your fake shine. I'm on my grizzle while you niggas on break time. I'm killing 2 and 3 niggas at the same time. Put you on dateline, running cross state line. I take a blunt to the face, then I spray rhymes. Fuck the feds and them petty ass state crimes. I'm blowing trees overseas where you can't climb. I'm on the window serving niggas like Mickey D's. Got a girl at the party, wanna hit her knees. I'm on the block with the Glock, blowing plenty trees. Finger on the trigger, if a nigga be my enemy. Yeah, I'm with a couple bitches sipping on some Hennessy. Riding with my dogs, fam, they be kin to me. I'm on the block with the Glock, blowing plenty trees. Finger on the trigger, if a nigga be my enemy. For the people that live up,
For the people. Yo.
try and live you.
Oh.
This was for you.
Well,
They'll never take me alive. I'm getting high, blowing kush blunts, busting at niggas and lead the feds on the witch hunt. Realest nigga walking, so I be who your bitch want. Niggas getting money over here, bitch, pick one. I hope the 7 and 11 good to a nigga. I'm hitting naturals on these fools, real hood nigga. I got whatever on that Nina, bet she come back. I bet it all on that bitch, run it right back. I keep my hoes dipping hydraulics, front back. And if your money low, nigga, I might front a sack. A little something, get you high in the meanwhile. I'm hustling, stacking paper, watching green pile. Stressing, hoping I don't have to see that green mile. Protecting mine so that 9 blow your brains out. Young nigga running wild, never taught the game. That's why the game changed, probably never be the same. But I'ma keep getting money till I exhale. I got whatever and I only use the best scales. Bus sales to a few select clientele. I'm at the exchange, nigga, like the buy and sell. I got my window down, music bumping, doing 90. I'm swerving through the traffic, state boys right behind me. I'm from the city where the niggas and the bitches grimy. I keep them hollows you can swallow if you ever try me. I'm on the window serving niggas like Mickey D's. Got a girl at the party, wanna hit her knees. I'm on the block with the Glock, blowing plenty trees. Finger on the trigger if a nigga be my enemy. Yeah, I'm with a couple bitches sipping on some Hennessy. Riding with my dogs, fam, they be kin to me. I'm on the block with the Glock, blowing plenty trees. Finger on the trigger if a nigga be my enemy.
All right, guys, y'all have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow. Keep God first, family second, and you third. And in that order, you should never be made last. I had a good time tonight. We talked, chopped it up, and made a controversy as always, but one love. And see you tomorrow. Peace.